The cultural phenomenon that is the Bored Ape Yacht Club has delivered again. They have given us two major announcements which are going to not just cause debate amongst the community, but also excitement and intrigue. And this is what makes them one of the strongest projects in the NFT space and beyond. And if you're wondering, what the hell am I talking about? Well, in this video, we're going to be breaking down exactly what the Yuga Labs acquisition of Cryptopunks and Meebits actually means for the NFT community. Plus, when it comes to KYC and Web3, we're going to explain exactly what that means in the context of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, what it means for you as a wallet holder, and what it means for you if you want to get into the BAYC ecosystem. Is it a good thing in Web3? That's what we're going to be talking about. Plus, we're going to give you a project that is minting now that is going to combine art and utility together in an incredible way. Let's get to it. So it's been a big month for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. It has been something that has been brewing since the beginning of March, and there's been some big announcements, and that's what we're going to be focusing on today. We're going to start with the big opportunity that has dropped in the last few days, which is expanding the ecosystem for the Bored Ape Yacht Club because they have bought Cryptopunks and Meebits. No longer are we seeing whether or not the apes are going to flip the punks and then the punks are going to flip the apes. They just bought them. And that is huge for this ecosystem and huge for all of these amazing projects and wallet holders. Why do you think that is, Warren?
So this is the first major acquisition within the NFT space that we've seen, Bex. And I think the motivation behind the Yuga Labs teams is potentially to look at those blue chip projects, bring them into the umbrella, where, like you just said, we've got the Bored Apes, we got the mutants, we got the kennels as well. But now to that family, you have Cryptopunks and Meebits that are going to be joining. The big challenge that Cryptopunks always had when it launched in 2017 was the lack of utility. There wasn't a key focused functional utility that people could hang the hat on, unless you consider getting them listed in Sotheby's a utility. Then they outdone themselves. Yeah,
because they're a heritage NFT, right? And this is what makes them so appealing. And their floor price is non-existent here because it's always so high. No one's selling, but it is incredible to see how valuable they are and how well respected they are within the community. And you know what? Meebits as well. These are your kind of voxel shaped NFTs that kind of they're from Lava Labs. They give you that kind of sort of glimpse into, you know, what we can expect in the sandbox and things like that. But I've seen these in an art gallery. I've seen 3D replicas of these in an art gallery. I have seen sealed versions of the Cryptopunks art gallery. They have weight. So this is a huge announcement for the BAYC to be buying into this, isn't it?
Yuga Labs have directly purchased a project which gives them even more clout and respect than they had before. Let's consider this. Punks came out in 2017, but Apes came out last year. Look at the significant acceleration in light speed from a project that didn't exist to a project that managed to make enough revenue that it bought that heritage brand for an undisclosed sum. So I think speculatively, there could be some interesting things which we see here, Bex. For me, I believe that the idea is to add more utility to the punks and to the Meebits. I can see
the more valuable.
More valuable. I can also see the Meebits becoming, like you've just said, I think quite a native part of metaverses, and I could see Sandbox being a real beneficiary of that. And also, I feel like apes service different types of communities than punks do. But now, as a very, very large, wide-ranging family, it's great, but also it talks about the word monopoly, right? When you've got significant project sizes like this and extremely passionate communities, let's not forget that not so long ago they were competing against each other. Who was more valuable? Who was more interesting? Who had the best looking PFPs? Derivatives have been born out of those particular types of conversations. What are we going to see next, Bex? OX8 trilogy, try and acquire expansion punks? Is that the plan?
It may possibly be, but for now, what we can say and what we can speculate as to what this is going to do for the market. I mean, we've already seen a big jump in the general prices of the MAYC and also the BAYC as a result of all of this news. But what we can say is what this does is an immediate effect for any wallet holders of the Cryptopunks or the Meebits is that they will get full commercial rights to their NFTs, which they haven't had before. So it is a huge move. It has given new life to any of these wallet holders that have had these historical NFTs. And it's only just the beginning for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. They are the Apple, the Nike, you put this into a Web 2 concept. They are the big guns of this space. And that is why they are going to become, and already are really, a cultural phenomenon. So when they make news like this, it is absolutely huge. It's not only this news that happened this month, it's also very cryptic that happened at the very beginning of March. We had a post that came up on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And one of the big things that I think about the Bored Ape Yacht Club and their marketing that they do really well is they retweet a lot of stuff from all of their amazing community, but they very rarely post stuff of themselves. And when they do, it means something's happening. And this post, where Gordo is asleep and the V post leaks, is something that got everyone talking about the Bored Ape Yacht Club. We've even got Gordon Goner here, who is one of the other co-founders, saying, we were literally in a Zoom together right now. What the F? What's going on? So they're playing this really clever marketing game. And then in the last week, we see something had happened. They've said, F it again. Now, why is that important as a very singular line? Is because in the last time that we saw them write F it, they launched the mutants and they expanded their ecosystem. So we can see by the tweets that this led into something is brewing. Now, I want to tell you that this was like a dead set. Suddenly everything flew up in value. But actually, quite controversially, this particular link that they've posted has actually caused quite a lot of controversy.
It has. So KYC, for those that aren't aware, it is that that stands for Know Your Customer. It's something very standard within the kind of Web 2 space. It's certainly something that the credit card services, mortgages, really any adulting type responsibilities, you're going to have to go on that journey. There's reluctance to KYC in the Web3 space. The whole principle of Web3 is that anonymity. It's the fact that people have got freedom and flexibility in a decentralized environment. It feels counterintuitive to some of the community. I think for responsible KYC approaches, the benefits are stability. Let's consider this, Bex. There are companies that have not done due diligence on their KYC and have also suffered for it within the more mainstream space around Ethereum and crypto and services. So we are starting to see it more often, and because of the something is brewing.xyz hyperlink and a really gorgeous looking webpage now that's just been spun up, a partnership between the Bored Apes and Animoca brands have been announced. Animoca is that they are very much looking at creating and delivering digital rights to the world's gamers and internet users, and effectively empowering the brands that they work alongside and the products that they represent. They're very, very, very well known in the blockchain space, and for me, this gives me great opportunity to talk about where I think this is going, because I feel like this is giving extreme validation to potential gaming opportunities. We've already seen some of those amazing swiper style games, Bex, that I know that you've been taking part, luckily because you're part of the mutants. Yeah. My suspicions are that Yuga as a complete entity are looking to partner with reliable intellectual property rights businesses that can drive their revenue and really, really empower, I think, a level of stability that's unparalleled so far in this space. Yeah, but it doesn't come without its push and pullback on it as well, and from the community. So again, we have to kind of remind you, this is an emerging space. There are no hard, fast rules for this, so people will take it as they will. And I just wanted to kind of share with you some examples of, solid BAYC members really questioning the idea around KYC. It says it goes against all of the above.
and against most crypto ethics passed on by our cyberpunk fathers. You know, does the digital identity of legend Satoshi Nakamoto ring a very pseudonymous bell? You know, this is all stuff, so there's a massive debate around this, whether or not people want to do this. A lot of us, like myself, are waiting to see what happens, and waiting to see what the prediction is for what this could possibly be. Now, NICOLE, who is the Yuga Labs CEO, did an interview recently. I watched it in full, and what I picked out of it as the key takeaway was that she said a line that essentially that the BAYC ecosystem is going to expand beyond those wallet holders so that more people can find that accessible. And that comes down to one of the reasons why, when we see this announcement being made and this web page that you have to click through to do the KYC, you don't have to have an ape in your wallet to do that. It gives you that opportunity to take part in this ecosystem as a non-ape wallet holder, which I think is really exciting. Just to give you guys just some additional context as well, they have already said, by the way, it's not this. It's not a play to earn game, which we're not sure if they're kind of messing with us on this. And they've also said, also not this, when token is the ape token. There is something brewing, and it's coming from the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and how amazing in the way that they've marketed this. It's very, very exciting. Okay, enough about the BAYC for now. We're going to talk about something different and something very, very art focused. So moving away from those cartoon PFPs, we're moving into the world of art. If you've come into this NFT space because you love NFT art, but have been thinking to yourself, hang on a sec, art is nice, but I don't ever get a utility with it. Our next project is actually something that combines one-of-one art, utility, and puts it into that 10,000 piece collection. And we're talking about Etherheads. Now, Etherheads are minting right now. So there is an opportunity for you guys to get in on this. This is a 10,000 piece collection, and it is something that is minting at a price of 0.05 Ethereum. Super duper affordable. And here's why it should definitely be on your radar.
I mean, this project, Bex, it's an outstanding abstract geometric attention-seeking project, in my opinion. The collection itself, it's bridging avatars and abstract art. Now, Etherheads has actually been brought to you by NIOC. NIOC are a fully doxed team. They're the parent company, and their plans and motivations are to be able to continue delivering quality art-inspired projects that really give an enhanced value to the wallet holders within the NIOC family. I think in addition to that, and it's really, really important to speak about the way that they're approaching this. So they understand that the grinding on Discord can be a bit of a chore, and the Etherheads Genesis that you collect that's minting right now, the 10,000 Etherheads, they will be your access token to be able to get into the forthcoming pre-sales and opportunities that the NIOC team are looking to create, and really again continue enhancing the audience base that they've got. 70,000 traits, so you're not going to get bored for looking. There's a great deal of variety and choice, and I think there's something there very much for everybody. And in addition to that, what I like about Etherheads and their team, they're fully doxed, they're available, you get to know them, you can reach out to them, but also they've delivered so much already. Augmented reality filters, planned airdrops, they really want to create a family that want to be as enthusiastic as they are by the inspirations they take from art.
Yeah, and what I think is really exciting, where the opportunity is for you guys right now, is if you mint essentially this access token, not only do you get, you know, access to things like a community vote, so a DAO, things like that, you know, the airdrops and all that other great stuff that has been mentioned so far. In April, they are doing art-inspired drops for their community as well, which means if you are inspired by amazing artists such as Mark Rothko, which you can see here, he has actually inspired the Etherheads key artist Zolt's first abstract art collection. So you're getting something that really harps to that artistic intrigue within yourself on this. Not only that, but they've also given us a tease to the fact that there's also going to be an even bigger part of this collection coming in April as well, which also talks about this other artist, Pierre Mondrian, who has inspired Zolt's second abstract art collection. So you might already be familiar with this type of art, and if that appeals to you, you're getting an opportunity to get art inspired by this as well. And this kind of comes in a bundle form for you, doesn't it, Warren?
That's right, yeah. So the way that you get access to the bundle is you have to buy one of these gorgeous looking Etherheads. And then the bundle, Bex, you're not paying for another Etherhead. You're not paying that $128. For a bundle of 4, a value of 0.32, you only pay for the gas to mint. So you're getting so much bang for your buck. You're getting a bundle of 4 gorgeous art-inspired NFTs for the cost of gas. I know where I'd like to be spending my gas instead of in the car.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, look, I love these, the artwork that they've already got on here with the abstract kind of look and feel to them. As you can probably tell, they've been inspired by the Ethereum logo as well. So that very much plays very heavily into this. But for me, it's a really affordable entry price. You know, forget those hype projects. You're getting in at 0.05 with this. It's a 10,000 piece collection. It combines one-of-one art with utility. So if you're passionate about both of those things, this is a perfect combination for you. They have an exciting opportunity in April where you'll be getting that whitelist as a token holder, that whitelist access to a opportunity to purchase art inspired by major artists. And for us, I think this is speaking to the art world. It's speaking to the native NFT space as well. And it's bringing both of those together. Well, there you have it. An amazing week for the BAYC. Things are definitely chopping and changing and moving and shaking in that world. And it's going to affect a lot of us within the NFT community, whether or not you're on the outskirts or you're an active BAYC or MAYC holder. Now, I hope you've enjoyed everything that we've talked through today. I hope it's broken everything down for you and made it a little bit easier as well. If you are starting your journey in the NFT space, why not check out videos like these? They're here to help to make your journey as enjoyable and easy as possible. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you then.